everyone, so let's take a look at the market. Today is Monday, right? As usual, let's take a look. Now, on Monday, I said from opening to 9:50. Okay, so if you take a look at what I posted on Saturday, so this is where the market just shot up, as you can see, and then came down. So until 9:50, we're going to be around here. So it's a new week. Let's take a look at the week. And this is where we're at. Okay, so the market, as you can see, filled in that gap. As soon as the gap was filled in, the market took a sell. Why? Because it broke the swing, closed below it, went up there quickly. So now we might have another pull down. Now, if you take a look at your swing days, we've got Monday for a swing day. Okay, so Monday, swing day. Last week, as you know, you needed to follow this up here. We had a zone here, as you know, including this bar with the gap. Okay, and that gap, as you can see, pertaining to that bar, was filled. All right, pretty much done. So Monday's a swing day. If the market does come back down, then that's how we want to play it. On the weekly, I don't have a PST level, but the support is 49, 2,553. So I'm going to mark that level there, 2,553. On the daily, not that one, we've got 42,592. Which is there. So if we do come down, okay, we may not come down, and Monday may be actually a low to go up to, okay, and we are at the weekly pivot. So is buying also logical? Well, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the month. A lot of selling energy there. Well, we're going to have to play both. Okay, so we went up into a swing day. We'll look for sells from here. Okay, keep in mind that target there at trading hours to push down. As you can see as well, let me just get rid of that. The market is sitting on that line. All right, so we have to be a little careful. If you want to sell, do it from the higher end. And if you want to buy, this zone of the weekly pivot is not a bad spot. As you know, the weekly pivot is a place we come to often and we use it. So if you want to buy, if the market comes into a trading hour, then goes up, then, you know, not a problem at all. You can do that. I think 9:50 that I've put here, 9:50 my time, is not a bad hour. Okay, so 9:50 to 10:15 zone is not a bad hour where the market can kind of like, you know, start to make changes. If we end up somewhere high, closing gaps, and so on, then from the top, selling also may be a good idea too. Just keep in mind that zone. Okay, that 2751, this bar here, and the gap there. So the market still does have a little bit of room to push up maybe. So don't take on big risks without proper money management and trade management. Okay. But I don't mind going long from this zone either for an intraday trade to push it up. But if it does go up, I'd obviously cover the trade immediately at the opening or the daily pivot. Let's take a look at this euro dollar. On the weekly, it's a new week. Now, last week, remember, we talked about this level, and I said we've got room to come down. and that it was logical because of this, okay, and that was it. The market came down, and that's cool, not a problemo. With the euro dollar, Monday is going to be important, and that's a place where we can go long. 3171 is 1.0468. 1.0468. And the market has done that here. And let's do this. Okay. So as you can see, there's a bit of a gap there as well. If the market dips down, I don't mind going along with it. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. So I don't mind going along with it because it's above that PST level on the daily. If it dips down into 26.0432, that's also okay. But just note, yeah, 0432, just slightly under that. There's the daily pivot there, okay? But this is like, okay, if it fills in the gap, comes into a low, it's okay, I think, to go up on this one. We've done the targets there. Can it come lower? It can. You can wait till the end of the day, because if you take a look at your post, you'll see a few days there. You don't have to rush this one, okay? No need to rush it at all. And just take it easy. Even if it goes up, we'll find room to come back and to get back in. But you know, this was a zone we talked about, and it's exactly there, and I've measured that for you, and we said we'd come down here. That's the white line there, and that's exactly what the market did. So it might even push down a little bit more. Okay, so don't rush the trade. Just understand we've got level 1.0170 as well on the weekly. It's a bit down there, but we'll see how things go. All right. If you want to sell it off, can you, should you? Let's take a look. On the weekly, that goodbye kiss is up there, 39.41, 06.54. 06.11. 06.54. All right, but that's like, if it comes down and we buy, those should be a target later on. On the daily, as you can see, there are targets there, 46.52, 06.02, 06.77. So we do have room to go up, but I'd prefer to close the gap first. That's 06.02, and 06.77 is going to be up there. Okay, so if it does come down first, buying this week at the lows might not be a bad idea at all at the swing days. Like I said, don't rush it. SP 500 indices, let's take a look at the weekly. Market opens with an up move. Resistance at 68, 6,096. 6,096 is a target on the weekly. So that's a target on the weekly. As you can see, it's opened up a little bit, so we have an expansion of a range there. Let's take a look. So we could have that room to go up. Now on the SP 500, we don't have a swing day today. So you can wait for the market to do what it needs to do. Just as usual, check your news so that you know what's coming up. And this week. Now Thursday, look, it's a holiday, all right? So that's Thanksgiving. So Tuesday is going to be important, okay? And then we've got Thanksgiving Day on Thursday, early closing Friday. So Thursday, Friday, you can take off. If you're going to do your trading, do it on a Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. If you're going to do indices, do it on a swing day, all right? Don't rush into it. Okay. Yeah, so there's not much to talk about here, as you can see. All right, there is room on the weekly onto the upside, and that's fine. On the monthly, we're still going up, and we're at the resistance here. So no buying here. All right, that's 6,020. And we can get rid of that. We can get rid of this. We can refresh this. And that's basically it. If you want to buy, do it at the lower end. Let it like close the gap. It's bound to close. It's probably likely going to come back into a place where they want to buy again if they're going to go up. Okay, if it's going to go up, it should come down before it goes up. There's a bit of a gap here, mind the gap. And last week, that's where they took off from. So it's all good. So not much to talk about here. Okay, first of all, wait for the swing day. And if you're going to do any trading to the upside, wait for the closure of the gap. If it doesn't close the gap and it's pushing upwards on a swing day, we might want to sell. Okay, and we'll check that. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Dow Jones. Now they work together. With Dow Jones, you've got to take care of the same thing. So check out your swing day and then work accordingly. And because there are 2 days of holidays, Thursday, Friday, I'm not of the opinion that we need to rush things. And that's Friday. So we need to wait for the swing day. Looks like it's going to go up into the swing day, which is normal. And that's 70, 44,966. 44,966. That's on the weekly there. On the daily, 73, 44,907. So that zone is your kill zone. Okay. So that's your target zone. If we end up somewhere there on Tuesday, then selling is not a bad idea. Let's take a look. If we come down first into the weekly pivot, stop sweeping here, and so on, yeah, you can buy. Okay, make sure you do that on your swing day too. NASDAQ, same swing days as SP 500. I also did a video yesterday on those Excel sheets and how you can swing trade future forecasts, so check them out. Now with this one, remember we said we'd push up here, and that's exactly what the market is doing. Impulse, flag formation, as you can see, no big deal. All I have to do is just move this here a little bit. This thing, like I said, still has a bit of gap to close. That could happen tomorrow. It pulls back, goes up, sell off kind of thing. We've got 60, 64 there. 64 is 21,175. 21,175 is going to be up there. And 60 is 29,75, which is just around here pretty much. So it's that basically this gap closure part here. All right, so there you go. So this zone might be a resistance if we get up here. Looking to short from here to push down may not be a bad idea at all. Okay, if that falls on a swing day, you can punt it that way. You can trade it that way. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Now with Bitcoin, last week we had Wednesday, and this week we've got Monday being a swing day. So Monday, and that's what, Sunday, Saturday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday breakout day. Okay, so Wednesday market breaks out, moving into here. So like I said, we've got that on the monthly, that 100k, which is 99,788. This is staring at us. Okay, so it's already done it once there. Okay, as you can see on Friday. So it pretty much hit the target. As you can see, as soon as it hit that PST level, we're pretty much, you know, kind of like down. So if the market sells those levels, it wouldn't surprise me. If it breaks above the $100,000, closes above it, don't muck around and stand in front of it. Okay, it's obviously bullish, which is fine. Okay, but we need to just make sure if we're going to trade it, you know, better for it to come down, because it's already like way up there. Okay, like I said, if you're buying and holding, wait for the lower end. If you're day trading it, then on the day trading side of things, I'd still wait, because that's an impulse pullback. Okay, two things can happen: Monday, swing day, and push lower and then go up, which you can do, and follow it down into the 62 to 57 range. The midpoint is going to be 93,200, 100 zone. So you can target that level there from 93,900 to 93,150 or 120. You can target that zone. So if you're going to sell it, you could do that. If you want to wait for, today's a swing day, and if you want to wait for the next swing day, you can also do that, because that's looking like a disruptive day. Okay, Wednesday, so you got to be careful for Wednesday. It's going to be a disruptive day. Okay, so yeah, so this one, be a little mindful, because if it keeps pushing up, we've got room to go on the daily, and we've got room maybe to go up on the weekly. But on the monthly, this is pretty much a done deal. Okay, like I said. So if you're day trading it, selling from the highs at trading hours may not be a bad idea, but I wouldn't go heavy on it. I wouldn't go heavy on it at all, because you're going to be like against the trend.